So glad to have with us right now the 2017 Calgary Stampede Indian Princess, Savannah Sparvier. Hey, Savannah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So tell us what it's like. We're going on one whole year of you being the Indian Princess. What has your time been like?
It's been a whirlwind of events and just meeting people. It's been one of the greatest experiences of my life.
You're at K-Days right now. You're far from home, well, a couple hours down the road, but what's your experience at K-Days so far?
K-Days is really great. Very different from the Calgary Stampede, but that's what I love about it. It's a great people too. I've been noticed a lot here. I was just saying, wow, a lot of people in Edmonton notice me more than people in Calgary do. So it's great being able to be welcomed so generously and warm-hearted.
In the last year, what's the coolest thing you've done?
Well, the greatest thing to me was going to Toronto and going to one of the elementary schools. I want to be a teacher, so being around children, that was the greatest feeling. All their energy and all their happiness. It was.
Let's go back to when you initially decided this was something you really wanted to do. Why'd you do it?
I did it for myself. Before the pageant, I was a very shy person, and I was always hiding behind my mom. So being able to just come out and find the person that I am, it was my main motivation. I wanted to change myself. I wanted to be able to open myself up to different people and different possibilities.
Again, we're joined here by the 2017 Calgary Stampede Indian Princess, Savannah Sparvier. Social media, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Calgary Stampede Indian Princess, and then on Instagram as Calgary Stampede Indian Princess as well. All
right. Enjoy the rest of K-Days, Savannah.
Yeah, you too.
Edmonton Expo Centre, Hall D, the home of this year's K-Days Powwow. Day 2 today, and one of those dancers is Eric Bearspaw, who joins us right now. Hey, Eric.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So let's talk about how you got into dancing. Give us a story.
Yeah, I've been starting dancing since 1988 and junior boys, well, in Tiny Tots, and then I started moving into junior boys traditional in 1992, and I started powwowing because my late father, Floyd Bearspaw Sr., was a traditional dancer, and right after we kept powwowing, going to all over to United States of America, like Arlee and Missoula and Spokane and Washington and Oregon and California. We've been traveling like pretty much everywhere that we're trying our best to. It depends on the gas. And
from your perspective, how is the K-Days Powwow going so far?
Well, the K-Days Powwow is pretty cool. Like, it's pretty jamming, and it's pretty jamming powwow, and it's like really rocking. We got like Northern Cree here, Battle Hill, like Young Spirit, and holy smokes, just like Neka Chess, like lots of good singing out here, like a lot of good dancers.
You've been in dancing for a long time now. Why do you keep doing it every year? Why do you love it so much?
It brings my spirit up and cheers me up. It brings me like cheering because we stopped dancing back in 1995. I quit dancing. My late father quit dancing because my mother had diabetes, and it was pretty sad for us family, but she's fighting it for almost like I don't know how many years, but since 1995 to 2000, that's when she's called home to the Creator, my mother. And after a year later, my father has passed on to the spirit world, 2000, September 8th, and my mother was September 9, 2 years apart, and I don't know what to do, and until I start going for another journey, and I was like really listening to like heavy metal, rock and roll, and after my late uncle, he's the original singer from Chiniki Lake Singers, he brought me back into the Powwow Circle back in 2010, and here I am today. I'm really enjoying it. I really like to thank Mr. Powderface, and I know he's looking down on me, and I will, because he passed away about 3 weeks ago, and
Again, we got dancer Eric Bearspaw joining us. He's taking part in the dancing tonight at the powwow here at K-Days at Northlands Expo Centre. Just before I let you go, Eric, let's talk about the young people that are taking part in this big powwow. Isn't that a cool thing?
Oh yeah, it's like pretty cool things like these kids. Holy smokes, these kids are like really jamming really hard. That was pretty cool. Like they're teaching that's going to be their generations to take over while we're old and while we're, I don't know, whenever we go underground. That's the generations, and then generations will go generations to generations until the end.
You looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward to tonight, and I'm ready to rock on tonight. Traditional style, baby.